think our electoral process is very disappointing, and it is a systematic disenfranchisement of the people by actually giving them what looks like an election when the outcome is already known. If we are at a place in 2022 and we are discussing how foreigners had complete control of our electoral transmission systems, how foreigners had our electoral register, how foreigners did this and that, and we are still calling ourselves a sovereign country, then it's very disappointing. But this systematic plan is engineered to make Kenyans lose taste of the elections, so that going forward we have something that looks like a democracy, but in reality it's never existent. You know, like what they call building the Potemkin villages. So you just exist in a space that looks like there's an election. So we are being slowly driven into that space where you and I will say, whether I wake up in the morning to vote or not, there will be a precedent. So I think I wish to really call upon all Kenyans who love this country for the sake of posterity. Let's look back and ask ourselves a very genuine question. Why did people die in the early 90s? Why were people beaten up in the early 90s? Why were people tear gassed if we are clawing back all those gains one after the other? So we need to resist this systematic breakdown of our democracy to make it look like something that exists. In reality, it doesn't exist. It's just a facade, you know. So we need to actually rise up and claim, as the people who wake up to vote, we want to vote in an election that makes sense. If there's an election that we as a sovereign state have no control of it, if we are hearing revelations like we had 19 foreigners and only 3 Kenyans as part of the 2 Kenyans as part of the team that was transmitting our results, then where does it put us? It's really, really a sorry state. And if it doesn't pain people that are outside there that are celebrating the win that doesn't look like a win, then we must go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves, what do we want as a country? It has come to that point where we need to ask ourselves, what is the problem with Kenya?